Hey everyone, I'm in Yogyakarta for the next 4 days and I'm going to be exploring it around the city and the surroundings. So hopefully you can use this video as a guide for when you come and visit this city. I think today you can call it day one. So day one's basically pretty much getting into the city, arriving, checking in into your hotel. Speaking of hotels, right now I'm staying in this one called Aloha Hotel. It's actually a pretty simple place. We don't want to get anything fancy since most of the time it's going to be spending outside the hotel, but it's a private room here. One of the reasons why I got this room is because of the location. I saw that there were a lot of restaurants around this area, and also because of the price, and also because it's on a really quiet area, which is going to be really important because we're going to need to get some sleep since we're going to be waking up really early the next few days. All right, so going back to the plan, day one, checking in into your hotel. After that, just going outside, exploring the area, seeing what's around, getting used to it, going and have some dinner afterwards. Or also you have the option, you can just plan something, go somewhere, go see sunset somewhere. But for me, I'm just gonna call it a day. And tomorrow I'm waking up early since I'm gonna be taking a tour that I just booked. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up day number one. And now we're going to day number two, which is about to be now. Day number two, let's go to the cave. All right, so now we have the helmet here, and then we're just waiting for the harness, and then we're just going to be going down for about 60 meters, and then we're going to be walking down towards the point where they have the beam light, which looks pretty awesome from the pictures that I've been seeing. So we made it down, all the way down towards the cave, and we went down a little bit more. So now we just have to walk about 300 meters to get to the main point, which is the beam light. Right now, behind me is already pretty dark, so good thing that I brought a flashlight. Finally, I'm right here to the main point, which is this beam light right here. All right, so now we're heading back. We're gonna go up the same way that we came down. It's pretty interesting back there, so pretty cool. The only thing is that they really don't explain you what's going on inside the cave, but other than that, I think the photos and video turn out pretty good. All right, so the next activity is also another cave, which is water tubing. So we have this right here, which we're gonna be sliding down. Just gonna be going under the water. Unfortunately, I forgot my sandals, so I'm gonna have to do this barefoot. Go!
All these areas are stalactite.
So now we have arrived at this river where it's going to take us to a waterfall. So we'll see about that. Once again, we're just going to be tubing along the river. So with that, day number two comes to an end. Now it's gonna be time to go to sleep now, since tomorrow morning I'm gonna be waking up really early, like around 3:30, because I have about an hour and 20-minute drive just to go see sunrise. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Day number three. Finally, I'm here after about an hour, 10 minutes of driving. Actually got here pretty early. I still see I'm the only person here. I still see the spots for taking the photos are still closed. Now let me go ahead and show you the place where this is waterfall, and then we have a mountain in the back. So these are the two spots here where they take the photos, but they're still closed, too early. But we have the waterfall and behind the mountain. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna wait until they open this. All right, so I don't know what's going on, but I guess they didn't open today. I've been waiting for 2 hours. It's 7:30 and still closed. The two spots right here for the photos. You also have the option to go all the way down to the waterfall, which is something I'm not gonna be doing today, but you have that option if you come here. All right, so now I'm gonna be heading to the next spot, which is 1 hour from here, and that's gonna be the temple. And now finally, welcome to Borobudur, the largest Buddhist temple in the world, right here behind me. So in order to come here, you do need to get your tickets in advance. I actually got mine 2 weeks, 2 days in advance. And I chose the 9:30 slot just because I had to go to the waterfall first. But I think the earliest that I saw was 8:30. Actually, I got here at 8:30 and they told me that I could walk the grounds for now. And then at 9:30 just to go back. That way I can check in to go upstairs. So there's 2 different tickets. One just to walk down here on the grounds where it's pretty much nothing much going on. And then the second one is going upstairs, which is you know, the main thing to do. So once you get in here, they give you this bracelet right here. Also, your ticket comes with water and with some sandals. So this sandals right here, these are the only ones allowed to go into the temple. There's no other sandals allowed except for these ones, and they provide it to you. I mean, it's already included in your ticket. Also, there's a guide also comes included. So they give you this number right here. That's your guide number, and I mean, it's pretty nice. Everything pretty well organized for the price of it. I think so far it's pretty worth it. Oh yeah, one thing I almost forgot to mention is that they do give you this little bag right here, so you can put your shoes. Right, so one of the things that the guide was telling us, from what I was able to understand, is that actually the temple has been rebuilt twice. So initially what happened is that there was a big eruption causing a lot of the people in this area relocate all these people into a different area. So it got abandoned. Over the years, someone else discovered it and they started to clean it with some help. But during that help, some of the people started to steal some of the stuff from the inside, from the outside. And they even stole some of the rocks to build their own houses. And when this was rebuilt, it was only rebuilt from the outside, so from the inside was pretty hollow. So what started to happen is over time it started to sink since it didn't have a good foundation. And then after that, that's when UNESCO stepped in and helped with the rebuilding process. And for the last stop, we have this chicken church. Yeah, that's right. We have a chicken church here. Is this the new god? Is chicken the new god? What's going on in here? Why is there a chicken church? Well, actually, from what I was reading, the person that built this, his intention was never for this to be a chicken. He actually was trying to do a dove, but it ended up looking like a chicken, and then also tourists started calling that. So hence the name, the chicken church. Although I'm not really sure if this is associated with any religion or not. Might be a new religion, the chicken. We all worship chicken nuggets, or what's going on in here. But yeah, let's go ahead and go and find out what's this chicken church. I'm gonna go ahead and try to speak quietly because, as it turns out, this is not a church. This is actually a prayer house. So what they do is they have like all different religions are accepted here, and they all have like their own little sections where they can come and pray. You have Muslims, Catholics, Christians, they also have Hinduism. So there's a lot of religions here that can come here, pray. You have your own space. So it's a pretty cool concept. Actually, this really took a long time to build, It was started by this man called Daniel. Faced with many challenges. One of them was economic problems with the Indonesian coin, and then after that he was left without a job. It lasted like 12 years during the making of this prayer house. Once he finished it, a lot of people started coming, but it wasn't until there was this famous Indonesian actress that came, actually made this place really popular, and now here we are in this house. Alright, so it's 7 floors, and you can actually come all the way up here into the last floor, which is the crown of the dove right here. And you have all this 360-degree view of this area, and overlooking here Borobudur Temple, which is where I just came from. So I think that pretty much sums up day number 3. We have one more day, so I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Welcome to Prambanan Temple. All right, so there we have it in the back. So this is actually the second largest Hindu temple in Southeast Asia. The first one being Angkor Wat? Something like that, I think. Anyway, so the park here, it's the gates open at 6:30. I actually got here like around 6:25. It was already open. But the gates to go inside the temple itself, they open at 7. One of the cool things here is that you can actually climb this temple strap here. For example, right now I climbed this one, and this one is Brahma. And it does have its capacity, depending on the temple. One of them are like 9 people, 10 people, 13 people. It all depends on the size of it. So after being about an hour, 30 minutes here, walking around the temple, taking some photos, videos, and all of that, finally, I'm done with it. The sun started to come out, so it started to get pretty hot. Also, people started coming in, so luckily I was here really early. So now after this, I'm gonna go to this museum. This museum right now has an event of like a puppet show. It's like a traditional puppet show from what I understand. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to record just a little bit so I can show you. All right, so it actually turns out that this is not just only a museum, but this is actually the house of the king and the queen. So yeah, that's right. Here in Yogyakarta, we have your king and queen, which they are the governors of this region here. That's why it's called the special region of Yogyakarta. So besides here, like in this museum, which actually turned out to be the house of them, I did spend about 2 hours here, maybe a little bit more after seeing the show. I mean, I didn't watch the full show. I only watched part of it. Most of it, I couldn't understand what was going on, the story about it. And to be honest, I thought there was going to be like a little bit more action of the puppets, but it wasn't that entertaining, to be honest. But after that, I went into the museum and also see and learn about the royal family, like starting from all the way to the 5th king. Right now they're on the 10th, so it's pretty interesting to see all the pictures of all the time. Also, one of the parts that I thought it was really cool is that you get to color Once you color this little man right here, you can scan it, and then this will actually be transferred into the screen where it comes alive. I thought that was actually pretty cool. So after that, I did want to have some gelato, which they say that you have to have one here in this place if you come to Yogyakarta. So I went ahead and did it. It was good. Nothing too special. It was a good ice cream. Mostly, I didn't find the gelato tastiness, but it was good. Well, I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and just end this video right here. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you watching this video. See you in the next one.